Amy Lee, Program Director for the Consortium of Eastern Ohio Master of Public Health. And I get to introduce our sponsor to our next book club book, Isabel Stover. So, Isabel, can you introduce yourself? Tell us what you're doing, and tell and we'll start there. Just introduce yourself.
Perfect. Okay, my name is Isabel, and I graduated from the Master of Public Health program last May. It doesn't feel like it was a year ago, but it has been. And I recommended Thinking 101 as a book club book for this summer. And I'm currently a teacher.
Oh, yay. So why did you recommend this book?
Yeah, so I was reading, I was listening to a podcast and they have a lot of experts on. It's armchair experts. So it's kind of funny, comical, but they have a lot of experts on in different fields. And he had on the author, Woo Kyung On, and she is a professor actually. So I was really interested in her topic because she teaches at Yale and it's called Thinking 101. So she wanted to provide like the foundation of the course to the general public. And it's a dense topic, but she provides so many examples and like real life scenarios that it's easy to digest and apply to your own life. And just really helps you understand how to work with other people, understand your thinking patterns, and how you can like navigate your thinking to better help yourself and the people around you. So, specifically in public health, you work with so many people that this kind of applies across all fields within public health, but also teaching. You're working with kids and parents that you have to kind of throw your bias and previous conceptions out the door and just meet people where they're at. And this helps with that.
So I was wondering if you can give me a specific example of how you might
Yes.
have used something in the book relevant to what you're currently doing.
Yeah. Well, first, there's one example she provides where it's how to like be productive and how to be task oriented and how you should break down something as simple as like Christmas shopping down into little tasks, which seems so simple. And you might put it off forever and ever, but you don't account for all the obstacles that you might encounter. Like the store you go to doesn't have what you need. And so, that is how I approached grad school. I had to break down every project into like bite-sized pieces because if I didn't do that, I thought I would be behind. And you don't account for like health or, life events. So that specifically, I was like, wow, that's something that I did. And I apply it to my students now. Like if they don't understand a new concept, if you break it down into like every small step that you might not realize at first, is so important to learning new skills. So that was huge. And also, trying to think of another one. In public health, she just talks about like how we were all biased with COVID. We like pushed it off. We didn't really think it was that big of a deal. Nobody, took quarantine seriously, and then it spread and became such a big issue. And so if people were to realize what, the CDC was saying when COVID first
Mhm.
started, then we might have avoided some of the problems. So just throwing out, some of that confidence and grounding yourself is really important. Like there's so many examples.
It sounds like they're public health relevant examples as well.
Yes. She does a lot of like data and research, but she has so many diagrams. Like she just puts it all in ways that you can really understand it. So if you don't, I don't have a mathematical sciencey brain. So public health is like a whole new world for me. But the way that she breaks things down, it's much easier to understand and apply to your own life. And it makes you feel smarter. She has like little quizzes in there that you can kind of like see where you're at. And it's fun.
So, Isabel, you are our first alum who has written questions for our book club.
Yay.
So, I'm really super excited. But just one more question for you then. And that is, why would you encourage our students, besides getting the extra credit, of course, why would you encourage our MPH students to read the book and join you in our book club discussion?
Yeah, I just think it's so helpful for your own mental health because towards the end, she kind of taps into why you have to have like empathy and compassion for yourself in order for you to have it towards others. And then if you have that for them, you can understand how to teach them or how to work with them and maybe not convince them to think a certain way, but how to compromise or to get the best of both worlds, kind of. And at the end, she talks just about the value of optimism and positivity, and how if you don't have those things, you're more likely to have depression or negative thoughts. And so she kind of gives clues into how your own self-control can help you take ownership and, control over your own life and your thoughts that you might neglect or not know are there. So I think that this book really helps you apply those to your life in the master program, because it's hard. It's a challenging program, which you feel, I mean, I enjoyed it, but it pushes you out of your comfort zone. So I think that the practices that she teaches you throughout the book give you the confidence to, accomplish your goals. So yeah.
Thank you so much. And that is our book club selection for summer 2024.
Yay! I hope you
You
enjoy
will be on the Degree Facebook page.
Perfect. Thank you.